To write a program in CSV file, we need to import CSV module. Let's uh, take an empty file of Python and save it with any name and saving on the desktop csv1.py. Name can be anything, right? So I saved it with this name. Now I import CSV module with import keyword, import CSV. Now first create a function to write a CSV file, right? So with keyword, we use open key function, right? We give some file name. File name can be anything. Like I'm giving here student info. Student info is my file name, and we can make a short name of a file that is studinfo.csv. CSV is the extension of the CSV file, right? So give a mode in which you want to open your file. We just writing the CSV file, so we need to open in write mode, right? So we give W, which is represent writing mode, right? So now make an object of this key function of this file. The object is file. Object can be anything. Now create a writer object. Create a object of writer method. Writer dot CSV dot writer, right? So we just call CSV dot writer. Okay. So we have to make an object passing with this object inside this, right? Now pass file object inside the writer object to make writer object, right? Now call write row method by writer method, writer object, right? So now create a some fields in the CSV file, right? So we just need to create some fields like stud ID, right? And name, country, right? This is the first row in the CSV file, right? So you can see these are the fields. Now call same method one more time to insert values of these fields, right? So writer dot write row, and now I'm passing some values according to this field, right? So first give the student ID. Student ID can be anything, and student name like John, and country is what? America, right? So uh, we can insert multiple records by calling same method multiple times, right? So now to as the second record, and rock is the student name. Now change the country name, that is Canada. Now after inserting value in the CSV file, you need to close the file object, right? You need to close this file using file object. Just call file dot close method. Okay, so you can give a message uh, by using print function. File has been written. So here is a message. Okay, now call this function with the same name, right? Okay, so this is a simple code which we can create a CSV file. Now run this program. Okay, the message is file has been written. Let's check has the file been created or not. So the file has been created. Now open it. And you will see that some record has been inserted in the CSV file. Now analyze it. After each record, there is a space in a line, right? So after each line, there is a space of one line. This is a field which we have created at the first calling time, right row. This is the field name. This is the top row in the CSV file. Okay, and these are the values according to these fields, right? Now see this. You will get some space after each line. Okay, so this is not the proper inserted record in the CSV file. To remove this space, we need to call a property that is new line. By this property, we are removing line space, right? So just give the empty space. That means we are removing space in the line, right? So now just run this program. Okay, now check the same file which we have created earlier. So at that time, you will notice that the record has been inserted properly without any space in between the lines, right? Okay. Is it clear?
Yes.
Oh. So you can also open this file into text format. In the text format, open it in the notepad. So you will see that each field separated by comma. Okay, so each field separated by comma. That's why this module represents comma separated values. So all the fields, and you can say that all the values separated by comma. Okay, now let's take um, some inputs from the user and insert into a CSV file. Okay, so just we can take the same input from the user and insert into CSV file. After creating this top row, you just need to call while loop and make it uh, true till the user enter your choice. Okay, for terminating this loop. And uh, okay, after that, now take input from the user should ID, my input function. So here uh, you can convert this input into integer value, right? Okay, now you some uh, message, please enter ID, right? User will enter their ID and in the name variable, take username from the user, please enter name. Okay, and the third variable, that is country, take country name from the user, please enter country name. Now call the write row method using writer object. Okay, write row method and pass these variable in place of the values. We were passing the values in the list. Now pass these variables in place of values, right? So now should ID. Okay, so this is to ID. This is first value which will go in the should ID column, and the second is what, name, and the third one is country, right? So all the values which come from the user, okay, will go to uh, will be inserted in the CSV file. Okay, so now take one more variable, that is CH, to take uh, choice, user choice from the user. Okay, uh, give a message to you want to add more record. The user can enter their choice, yes or no, right? So we give some condition. If yes dot upper, why we are using upper method? Can you please tell me why we are using upper method? converted into uppercase, right? So here we are matching the same value uh, if user enter no, so that means the character will be compared with this value, right? So now break, use break keyword to break to terminate from this, right? Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, now run this program. Okay. Please enter ID. Now I enter ID 1, me, John, India. Now uh, the choice will be asked from the user. Do you want to add more records? If user enter here, so the loop will call once again and, and second record. Okay, so here we can give some values. Now enter user enter no. So that means this is this small letter which will be converted into an uppercase, right? So that
Mm.
condition should be met. Okay. Now enter 5 has to written. So that means we have come out uh, from the loop. So the file has been written and the record has been entered in the file. Here you can see that John India block right. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Any doubt regarding this?
No.
Any in any line? If you are having any problem in any line, we can ask.
No doubt.
All the texts are clear. All the code,
Yes.
all the lines are clear.
All the lines are clear. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So now I make comment this function. Okay. Now let me one more function to read CSV file. Okay. Define read method by using that word. Okay. So here copy this line and paste it inside the read function. Okay. Now this make sure if I your file should be correct or if I should be access inside the file. Okay. Just uh, open the file in read mode and no need to give this property while reading the file. Now uh, we can make uh, we can make an object of trigger method. We can directly call from CSV module. Okay, so reader, and here you can see that you can pass the file object here. Okay, So you don't need to make any object while reading the CSV file. Take another variable that can be anything. Food, content. Content is what we are receiving all the records to a content variable. Okay, so we don't need to make any object of reader method. Okay, we just directly call reader method from the CSV module. Now, uh, using loop, you can read your file character by character. Okay, now close the file using close method and call this function by me. Use this program. You will notice that you will get all the records from CSV file. Let's check here. Okay,
Yes.
you can also do indexing. You see that CSV file supports indexing. That means uh, student ID at one position, name is at second position. Sorry, student ID is at zero position, and name is at one position, and country is at second position, and so on. Right. So if you want to access it from the CSV file, okay, you just need to
Sorry, I can't hear you. Your voice is cutting off.
okay, so I read my statement. CSV file supports indexing. So here you can see that student ID field is at zero index position and name is at one index position and country field is at second position and so on. Right. So here, suppose if I want to access the name index, name from the CSV file, I want to display all the names from the file, from the CSV file. We just need to write, we just need to give some index position. Name is at what position? What index position?
Sorry?
Is at what index position?
The what?
Name is at what position? What
Name one.
one? Yeah. Name is at one index position. So we can give its index position. So that all the new display from the CSV file. Okay, you can also do slicing. Okay, so here's your output. Zero is included and one is excluded. This the slice will be only put at zero index position. Right? It is clear. Is it clear?
Yes.
Any problem regarding this? Any doubt?
No.
Oh, this is the way in which we can record from the CSV file. Now, uh, let's make a function to update the record in the CSV file. Suppose that there is my file, the name is student info, and I want to update uh, record on student ID. I want to update country from America to uh, Canada, right? So I want to update country name. So let's make a function. Let's write a function to update record in the CSV file. Okay. Create a function. Update it. Okay. So first you need to read the file. Okay. So let's open the function. We can write the CSV file. Now, uh, copy slide and create an empty list. The name is modify list. ML what? Modify list, right? Create an embedded list. Okay. Now take one more variable that is found. Found and initialize 0 into the variable. Okay. So start and do for I and content. Okay. And take input from the user. I ID input and the ID of the record. Okay. The user will enter the ID at which you want to enter. You want to update record, not check the condition if ID is equal to sorry, ID is at what index position?
0.
0. So I 0 is equal to ID. So here we want to update uh, country name. So I will go and specify that this column is country. So I choose and take input from the user. What value user want to update input and the country. Okay, and outside this condition, outside this if statement, you need to append append I value to the empty list, right? So when the condition who that user enter user enter one. Okay, so if the condition is met, so this block will be executed and updated value will be uh, happened in the empty list. Okay, so if found is equal to 0, and uh, and do one more thing. Found is equal to 1. Okay, if this condition is met, so this block will be executed and the user will enter some value to update record, and at that time the value of found will be 1 if the condition is met. Otherwise, the value will remain 0. Okay, so if the this condition is not met, if user enter uh, the ID which is not present in the file, so this condition will not be met and this block will not be executed. So the value of mount variable will remain 0. Okay, so here you can give a message record does not exist. Okay, if found is equal to 1, so that means we need to write this list into the CSV file. Okay, so we need to call this line to write this file in this as block. We need to write CSV file. We are just writing this entity, this list. Okay, so here using writer, make a writer object and CSV dot writer. And you can give the file object name writer dot write row. Okay, now you will call write rows method in place of write row method, because we are uh, we are passing a list, write an object. So we need to call write root method. Okay, so we write ml and just give a message record has been updated. Okay, now close this file. File dot close, call this function. Please access ID to update record. Okay, right. And two. Okay, the record does not exist. Why is this as okay? So I ID. Job will be executed. From equal to ID. Record from the CSV file. Equal to ID. One. Okay, so you need to call one. Next, next, sorry. Please enter the procedure. Now it's working. Okay. And in the country name, Canada, the record has been updated now. Check record has been updated or not. You can see that record has been updated, but there is a problem in the code. This is the problem here, right? Code. And you don't need to call this. Delete this, right? And make a mistake as a comment and uncomment right function and run this program once again and go enter some records one John and America there code there and the second record raw my record has been generated now comment right function comment update function so here you can see that to update Australia into Canada, right? On student ID 3. Okay, so run this program. Please enter ID to update record 3, right? So I enter ID 3 value going to be with ID. One, two, and three, right? Right, giving value and invalid return. Okay. we don't need to convert this value into. Okay, you can update that. Please enter the country name. The part has been updated. Second form. Okay, you will see that stamina to try new land property. Okay, now comment. On ID number 2 from and India. No, comment this function. Right, at student ID 2, this spelling is incorrect. So I want to correct this spelling. Okay, so just take user ID number 2 and to record has been up. Let's check the record in the CSV file. Okay, here is your final output. Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
Any problem?
Can you show me the code so I can take a photo?
Okay, I'll send into the group. Don't worry, I'll send into the group.
Sorry?
I'll send this code into the group, right?
I don't know. I'm not sure yesterday.
I can send this entire code into the group. So you don't need to take any.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes, okay, thank you.
I'll send complete code. Okay. So all the things are clear.
Yes, all clear.
Now, uh, to this CSV file. Now write a function to delete and specific record from the CSV file. Okay. Just make a function delete, right? Delete and copy this line inside this function and read the file. Sorry, by reader method. Your file, what's your file? Open and read. make an object of this file. Sorry. Reader and just pass uh, this object inside the reader method. You don't need to write anything. Now read this file by simple code and anything file and store this file by using those methods. And just call delete. By this code, by this simple code, the file will be read and all the records will be displayed on your screen, right? So this is very simple code which we have written earlier. It is read function. Okay, so make this uh, make this function, right? So what we have to do here is take an empty list that is ML modify list and take a found variable and initialize zero to this variable. Okay, and now take ID from the user into the ID variable. Then first enter to delete record, right? So here we are doing the same thing as we have shown earlier. Okay. ML dot append I. So all the records will be appended in the empty list. That is by this line. Now apply some condition if if I of zero zero of I sorry is equal to ID. Okay, not equal to zero, not equal to at that time the ID not equal to zero. Okay, not equal to zero, not equal to zero. So the only record will be appended into the empty list. Okay. ML dot append I. make this value of pound as 1. Okay, so here you can see that if pound is equal to 0, that means the ID, the record does not exist. If the value will become 0 of pound variable, that means the ID, the record is present in the CSV file. So we need to write CSV file using this empty, this updated list, which is based on this condition. So only those records will be appended uh, into the empty list. So where the condition mismatch. Okay. So that means you can write same code inside this as block. Okay. Write a record has been deleted, and you can give message record has been deleted. Now call this, run this program, uncomment this function. Here you can see that this is the record in the CSV file, and I want to delete student ID 2. So permission error. Okay, file is open. So make sure the file should be closed while executing this program, right? The record has been deleted. So let's check the file. The record has been deleted, and why it is showing because we are displaying complete record. Okay, so here the record, all the records displayed by print function. So we need to comment this record, this line of a statement. Okay, so now I add some more record from the first ID 1, John and America. This is the first record in the CSV file, and this is the second record, and this is the third record. Okay, country name is what? India. Okay. Do you want to add more records? No. Now you can see that these records have been inserted into CSV file, right? Now I want to delete second record from the file. So I just pass ID number 2. Okay. So here you can see that record has been deleted. Okay. Now check into the file. So here you will see that at 2 the record has been deleted. Is it clear?
Yes.
You can also display all the records after deleting. Okay, just print ML list. Okay, now delete one more record from the file. 1. Record has been deleted. Okay, now add some records into the CSV file. Okay, now delete the second record from the file. Oh, it's not showing anything. The record has been deleted. Oh, we haven't passed anything inside the function. Okay, so add record one more time. Yes, you can see that the record has been deleted and remaining remaining record has been displayed on your screen. Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, how many operation we have performed on CSV file?
3.
3 or 4? Read, write, update, delete. These 4
Oh yeah,
operations
4.
we have written of the CSV file. Okay,
Yes.
so in that way we can read, write, delete, update our CSV file. Okay, so this is all about CSV file. Okay, now we will start uh, a project tomorrow on CSV, on CSV based on the.
Tomorrow.
Okay, yes, tomorrow or in the next lecture, in the next section.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will start uh, a project based on CSV file. Uh, and before making a project, we need to uh, we need to start, or we need to study about connectivity with the database, right? One more topic
Yes.
remains there, so we will study about this topic in the next lecture. Okay, so we will write a program uh, using database connection. Okay,